Alright, we're going to discuss real quick what's an illusion and what's real. Alright, what's an illusion is anything you could detect with your five senses. What's real is what you feel inside. I know this sounds kind of weird, but you got to realize you're not a physical person. You're actually inside a physical body. What's real to the body is not really real, because everything that's real to the body, just like the body, is subject to erosion, decay, and will disappear. So it was literally an illusion, and time was the only thing that was the master wizard, or the one that pulled the trick on you to make you think it was real. But like your forever, when you come back, it's gone. Eventually the Sphinx will be gone, the pyramids be gone. Earth one day will probably be gone too. So everything in that world, in a sense, is an illusion. But inside of you, that been here for millions of years, is a soul, a spirit that knows everything. You could be with somebody and you're not really with them. You're with them in the physical, but inside, what I told you, the feelings or whatever, you don't feel that for that person. Or you think you do, but then something comes along and gives you a compromisation of your feelings. Hold on. Now, the reason why this happens is because of our conditioned ways. You know, you was taught to believe that life and this pinnacle and to reach your primal goal is to have a car, a house, white picket fence, a beautiful kids and wife, so we live our life seeking that, thinking that's the ultimate goal, or $1 million or a business. Those things is fine, and it's good if you have no time and you have a lot of idle time and want to achieve a personal goal in life, that's fine. But you see, inside of you is something else, that you could do all of those things and something just snap inside of you and trigger something that changes everything you believe, even who you love or what you thought. Because all the time, that soul inside of you, or that inner self, was just dormant. It wasn't actually living. The physical body, it's like, when you get hit or you get cut, it sends out some type of endorphins that kill the pain. So it kills you too, the real you. Not in the sense that you're dead, but in the sense you're not conscious of who you are or conscious of what's going on. So you just go through life watching TV, imitating what you see on TV, going to school, learning what you learn so you can go get a job and just, live your life. You're not really alive. You're dead as far as in the spiritual world, but alive in the physical zombie world, Night of the Living Dead or Walking Dead. So once you start now waking up, a lot of things in your life has to be corrected, because it has to first make sense, meaning you have to put order to chaos. And how you put order to chaos is by self-organization, self-discipline. So now, how you used to do things is not going to be done in such a chaotic way anymore. It will have more of a structure to it, and it makes sense. I'll use your interpretation of, love, relationship. You're going to realize sometimes we're just with somebody just because of our insecurities, or because we're there because we're stuck in a relationship we can't get out of. But you probably don't love that person, or you don't have the sense of love for him like you do for somebody else. All these is the awakening to show you that there's another stage to life and you're up to that next stage now. And what you have to do is the biggest challenge of all, which is straighten out what you messed up already. And a lot of us can't do it, or we can, but we're not ready to. These is when you don't want to leave the material aspect and take on the spiritual world. You just want to have fun, or not be really disciplined or ready to sacrifice those things that you already have. So these now become like a challenge to yourself to overcome. And a lot of us wind up falling victim to it because we don't overcome it. We wind up just allowing it. We procrastinate, and it becomes now some type of disharmony in our life, because what it is, you have to be organized and structured with nature. It's not actually you. You could be on the beach on a hot day with a coat on, a shearling and a hoodie and sweatpants and boots, and you won't feel right. You're out of season. You're not doing right. So that's the disharmony with nature, not being one with yourself. So you have to be one with all the seasons, all your natures. And in doing so, you won't have disharmony. Disharmony leads to that word disease. And it comes later on. The dis-ease comes from you being out of sync with your magnetic field, your thoughts, your beliefs, or what's happening inside of you. So for us to be happy, we got what's called cycles of energy. Some of us is incomplete in our cycles of energy, so it takes another person to complete them. Once their cycle of energy is flowing, they're perfect in all sense of it. They get angry quick, they're short-tempered, they're also very loving and giving, give anything. They're sexually predators, meaning now your kundalini down there is active, you're going to be the sex god or sex goddess. You just have to discipline yourself or learn to tell the truth. The truth of life is we capture those that we fall in love with and don't want to let them go, and hold them in bondage and servitude under contractual government material confinements. And in doing these things, we wind up stopping the soul from ascending or going to its destiny. So you have to love without holding, without capturing. That's what the real true soul in life is about. And once you learn how to do that, you'll master the art of attraction and magnetism, because that's what it is. It's a magnet. It's a magnetic pull. You're a magnet and already was born with the other end of the magnet placed someplace, and eventually it's going to all pull towards each other, attract each other, because that's how the field is. Now, if you're not living in the right sense of who you are and your natural self, you're going to follow the conditioned path and not the destiny path of the magnet. And in following the conditioned path, all you're going to do is work hard all your life, and then by the time you hit 60, 70, you ain't going to have nothing to show for it, because when you was at your pinnacle, instead of you using it to build to the next level, you just lived off of it, enjoyed it, and played with it. Now you're 60, 70 years old, and you just got a pension, sick as hell, and is about to be either put in a retirement home or can't really enjoy your life. So you have to think about these things while you're young and make up a plan so you don't get caught up in the pyramid scheme and beat these people at their own game. So you got to be able to listen to me and follow these instructions. These instructions is governed to help you mentally and psychologically get yourself out of the matrix, see what those that is seeing it see, and be able to monopolize off of the opportunities you have instead of just living off of them. So, I hope this gives you an understanding of what's going on. It's time for us to, I'm not trying to make it in a way that we are any type of spiritual entities or, gods that is from a higher place, even though we are. But being that we're in this world, and it seems like people don't know before you build, you have to destroy. So they build on a weak foundation. And I'm going to build with y'all. I'm going to be nice, and I'm going to talk to y'all and explain to you. If you choose to build on a weak foundation, which is our oppressor's governmental system and the way we're living now, that's fine. I will help you. But the truth of the matter is, for you to build, you first have to destroy what was created, and then you rebuild. Anyway, one love, University of Conscious Science.